Alright guys, from today, well to Friday, we're gonna have a 2-day trip to Florida. My father's getting a surgery. Over the last 7 years, he has had this thing called hyperparathyroidism. The airport is very small.
Just your mask.
So many houses have pools. You can see their pools. That guy has a pool, that guy has a pool. We are really blessed to have this front row seat. I feel like this seat has the most benefit in this plane. So first of all, this plane was really cheap, $50, right? Second of all, we have all this leg room. The screen is really far from us as well. It's not like you're staring at it. And also, this is what my dad says, if you sit in the front row, you feel the least dizzy. This guy's living their life. He's drinking beer and eating Pringles. Alright, we've arrived at Tampa Bay. Awesome.
Welcome to Tampa, where the local time is about 7:36.
Airport stores are so overpriced. There's a tech store selling phones in the airport. Why would you sell phones in the airport? Look at this door. You open it like this. Alright, so we're in our car and I'm about to eat some dinner. So what my dad did is he got some Subway before we left from New Jersey. So what we did is that we put it into one of these bags because apparently this keeps the heat out of the sandwich. Alright, when my dad ordered this sandwich, he literally told the guy to put everything. Alright, we're in a hotel room. It actually looks very spacious. I don't know, the hallway seems like unnecessarily long. It's a waste of space. So outside of our hotel room, you got police coming. Yeah, there's a lot of crime going on here in this nice city. It's around 4:30 in the morning. We're gonna head to the hospital, and my dad's gonna begin his surgery begin the registration process at 5:15. We're only staying here for 2 days. We're just here for hopefully a successful surgery. Hyperparathyroidism. There are 4 parathyroids in your body located right here. The sole purpose of producing PTH, that is what makes calcium. High calcium levels often cause depression, weakness, tiredness. So this is what happens when you have hyperparathyroidism. This thing that affects 1% of people, and you can see that one thing multiply. That's nasty. It's all yellow and stuff. But it becomes this old, big wrinkly thing, and it just multiplies. But once you have calcium inside your blood, it starts going into your bones, and then your bones start thinking that apparently they don't have to produce more calcium anymore. So what happens is over time they begin to weaken the bones so that they're really thin, and you end up getting like osteoporosis and stuff like that. We're making your bones really thin. And what my dad actually had was, because he didn't know about this for 70 years, his bones were extremely thin, and they're equivalent to like an 80-year-old, even though it's only 50. So that was really bad, and the blood vessels actually get shortened, which causes high blood pressure, heart attack, increased risk of stroke, and it also causes kidney stones, which are so painful. And my dad had kidney stones a couple years ago, but at that time we didn't know that he had this parathyroid thing. And then it also weakens your brain. Your brain can't think well with all that calcium inside it, so it slows your nervous system, so you kind of become dumber. You can't concentrate well, you're always tired, you can't think straight, and you have chronic fatigue. It kind of just destroys your body, and it makes you feel just horrible. But the good thing is, after you do treat it, over time it becomes better. For 7 years, my dad didn't know that he had this disease because the doctor kept on telling him it was fine, but it wasn't. they had this nuclear scan and it was not fine, even though the doctor said it was fine, because yeah, the doctor just screwed it over. In fact, my dad was prescribed more calcium, which is even worse because hyperparathyroidism is too much calcium, and when the doctor tells you to eat more calcium, that's just messed up. Yeah, nothing worked, and what my dad actually had to do was by himself look up and diagnose himself. So without really the consent of his own doctor, he kind of just went to Florida and got a surgery. He decided not to listen to what the doctor said, and I guess it was all worth it. It was great that he was able to push through these 7 years. Right now I'm just outside of my hotel room, and we're just waiting for everyone to wake up so we can go grab some dinner. And after dinner, hopefully I can get a glimpse of today's NBA draft. I really want to get a chance to walk around in Tampa, though. I think the cars are parked kind of weird. They're like all sideways and stuff. You know, Tampa is just like, oh, there are trees on that building. But they're definitely fake. Those are fake. Hey, I found a restaurant. It's called Orient Express. I feel like that was like a summer reading book in like 7th grade or something. Like The Murder of Orient Express. Oh, it's a Chinese sushi restaurant. Turns out these trees are actually real, my bad. And I'm about to go on a run. I'm still kind of dizzy. Hey, how was the surgery?
Good.
Yeah. My parents aren't letting me run outside in the beautiful Tampa Bay. But, you know, there are these treadmills inside our hotel. And there's a TV. It looks alright. I'm really digging these blue seats. And I'm ready to have some nice chocolate milk. Our dinner nicely wrapped. I don't know why, but they have a train in the middle of the road. It's pretty interesting. No railways, just flat out train. Oh, what do you know? There's an NBA draft right here. I think Wiz Khalifa's performing or something. Alright, got more baby chocolate milk. It's so good.
Remain seated.
Not everything works perfectly well in the end. And I'd like to say that my dad's surgery was 100% successful. I'd really like to say that it was 100% successful. Yeah, so I'm gonna say it. My dad's surgery was successful. I had a great time in Florida, and he's feeling good and new. All the fire hydrants are all yellow and blue.